to pump it up. Oh, sorry.
Welcome to another edition of Breaking the Huddle. It is rivalry week. It is CMU versus those faggots from fucking Western.
Jeez, oh, peace.
I hate Western this week. Anyone who goes to Western, they're no friends of mine. Now, we're gonna go down to KZoo and we're gonna beat that ass, and we're gonna come back with a victory cannon. But we'll get to that point. Fire up, Chips. This is rivalry week. There's scumbags at Western, and I don't like anyone who went to Western. But anyway, welcome. This is a beautiful day to be a Chippewa, and just this football fan in general.
Guess we don't know. We know what match choosing CMU or Western. I mean, it's pretty obvious that he loves Western. He just said so.
So,
go Chips.
Hold on. I gotta take. So, now, we're obviously going to jump right into the college docket. If it sounds like I'm speed running, it's kind of I am. I want to make this short and sweet. So the first game on the docket is from the ACC. I believe I chose the Miami Hurricanes traveling to Dallas to take on the SMU Mustangs.
Yeah.
The U is 11.5-point favorites.
I mean, you look at their defense, the U's defense. You look at the low-scoring affair that SMU had last week in the conference play. Ain't no way. U all the way.
Now, I'm obviously picking the U too. My boy, Andrew Lang, the equipment manager at for my Chippewas. I talk to him daily. He graduated from the University of Miami, so I got to roll with the Canes again. That he's still reeling from that Louisville loss. He still doesn't want to talk about it, but whatever. Next on the docket, we got the Big 12. And I picked the late game of the week. Cincinnati traveling to Utah. That's a 17 versus 24 game. The 7-1 Cincinnati Bearcats against the Utah Utes. They're 6-2. Utah's actually 10.5-point favorite on that one.
I can't remember the kid's name, but Cincinnati has a great quarterback. Obviously they're 7-1, right? But I think when they travel to Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, the experience of the Utes and the home field advantage gives them the upper hand, and I would not be surprised if they cover that spread. I'm going Ute.
I'm going to go the opposite direction. I think Brennan Sorsby, which is the quarterback for Cincinnati, he's only thrown one pick all year. He's very, very precise. He was very, I don't know how to really say this. Like, he doesn't turn the ball over. He's very, very careful with his, just how he plays the game of football. He doesn't turn the ball over. And that, in this time of year, like this October, November kind of stuff, the teams that don't turn the ball over a ton win ball games. I think Cincinnati will shock the world and go in. And it's really not even an upset. I think they'll win the game because they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Big Ten game of the week that isn't the Michigan game. I picked the one that was kind of the closest matchup for the week. I picked the USC Trojans. They're 5-2, heading to Lincoln, Nebraska, to take on the unranked 6-2 you're unranked and you're 6-2. Nebraska Cornhuskers and the USC's are 6.5 point favorites. And that's a 7:30 at night in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's going to get cold real quick.
You can't take away anything from USC's passing game. We all know about that. But I think Nebraska has a good enough defense to offset that. They're in Nebraska. It's going to be cold. I'm picking Nebraska.
I got to go with the Cornhuskers. I threw up a little bit in my mouth when I said that. I'm not necessarily the biggest Cornhusker guy. Dylan Raiola. A lot of people love him. A lot of people compare him to Patrick Mahomes, just the way his looks are and his throwing motion. And I think the kid's got a tremendous ceiling. He's a 6'3", 230-pound sophomore. And as a sophomore, he has so much to prove. And I think he's just going to continue to climb. And I really think that they, as a unit, have the ability to beat USC. I'm just not sure if they're going to. I'm still going to pick Nebraska to win because I think at night in Lincoln, the sun's going to go down before the game starts, and it's going to be cold in the cornfield. So give me the Huskers. So next up, I know, guys, I'm rapid firing. Sorry. We have the other Max game. I don't know if I put this on the thing or not. But we have Buffalo traveling to Bowling Green. And Bowling Green's got a 2.5 point favorite. Buffalo's 4-4, and Bowling Green needs to get to 4 wins. And they're 2.5 point favorites against Buffalo.
I mean, that's a toss-up. For me, it's a coin flip. I'm going to go with the home field advantage in this one. And it'll be maybe by 3 points.
Now, here's the thing with the MAC this year, since I've kind of immersed myself in the MAC. I am the MAC guy. I am the dude that knows a lot about this, being in it. There at the top of the leaderboard, you have so many really good teams. You have anyone could beat anyone on any given Saturday. And that's the beauty, and that's the thing that I love about MAC football this year. I think I'm going to go again. I'm going to go against you. I'm going to pick those Buffaloes because I just think that they have more to them. I think that UB has a little bit more firepower. But if UB sleeps a little bit, Bowling Green will nip them. It's all about if they let Bowling Green in the game. They can't do what they did against UMass and expect to win.
Right.
Next on the belt, we got, I think I sent 2 games from this one. Let me double check that.
Yeah, Vandy and Texas.
Well, I have 3. There's that the first one, because the next 3 are all from SEC.
Yeah.
The first game is Saturday. It's a noon start. We got Vanderbilt traveling to Texas. I've been high on Vandy for the last 5-6 weeks. That quarterback's just insane. Diego Pavia. The kid's solid. Kid's just a nasty individual under center. I honestly think right now he's better than Arch. I think Arch is overrated. I've been saying that since the beginning of the season. You can go back, watch the first episode. I said it. I didn't think that he was as good as advertised. I don't see it. I think he was overhyped. But that's just me.
You got Vandy?
I got Vandy.
I was one of those guys at the beginning of the season, opposite of Matt. I thought Texas would be good because of Arch Manning, and I've been proven otherwise. He is overrated. He's not. Is he young? Is he not experienced? Will he get there? He could get there, sure. But Vandy's quarterback, Diego, man, and their last 2 conference wins have been impressive. I'm going Vandy all day.
Okay. Next on the board, I do believe I brought in. I only put this on the docket because, again, it's rivalry week. We got rivals all over the place. We have the Georgia Bulldogs.
Who's that
coming down the track? The Mean Machine in the red and black. Nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
Go Dogs.
If the dogs don't, excuse my language, dog walk these bitches from Florida, there's a problem. Give me Georgia.
It pains me to say this week I have to sing that song because it's gonna be all day Georgia.
I mean, there's no. If Florida wins, think about this: if Florida wins on Saturday, they knocked off not only one top 5 team and took them out of the top 5, but 2 in one season.
I don't see that.
There's a lot riding on this game. There's a rivalry. There's Florida showing that they belong, and Georgia trying not to choke like Texas did. So the last one in the SEC that we have, both teams are 6-2. Are we going to be yelling, "Boomer, Sooner"?
You're going to be singing, "Good
or are we going to be singing, "Good old Rocky Top"?
Rocky Top. Tennessee all day.
Oh, wow. Going with the Vols at home. Tennessee 3.5-point favorites. I got to represent our cousin here. I got to go PJ. They just won a tournament in Kapalua over the weekend. The OU golf team killed it in Hawaii. I think this team is one of the better 6-2 teams in the nation. I think Oklahoma goes into Knoxville and says F you to the Vols, and they win that ball game.
Nope. It happened.
So now we are on to essentially a rivalry game in family. It's kind of a rivalry in family. I'm gonna, our brother.
Hey, is that guy a Kansas City ref behind you?
Andrew is going as a blind official for Halloween this
year.
So
he's going as a KC ref. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I got it. Good costume. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
So we have Purdue or Purdue against Michigan. Now, come on. Even Chilo has to understand that he's not coming into Ann Arbor to win a ball game. Even he wouldn't think that's going to happen, right? I mean,
am
I far off by saying that?
He will tell you. He'll tell you, go Boilers.
He will boil up.
He will.
And Michigan's a 21.5-point favorite on that.
No, he'll cover that. They'll cover that all day.
Oh, they're going to put at least 40 on them. So this next one obviously is where I am going to be a little excited, a little bit more animated, as you saw earlier. It is the 5-3 Chippewas from Mount Pleasant, from the great city of Mount Pleasant, against those jackasses from Kalamazoo. I'll share it with you off air, but let's just say something happened at the game on Saturday when we were at UMass that weekend to spark a certain something inside the program for them to want to go to Western and kick their teeth down their freaking throats. Now, Scott, I'm going to send you these in a text message. And hold on. That's a response to the picture that I just sent you as well.
Okay.
Now, that person, there was a situation that I had posted a picture of my son on social media, and there was a student from that so classy school of Western Michigan decided to attack my child. Wow. I'm not attacking him in response. I'm not even going to mention his name. I'm not going to give him the clout on here. But just know that the ass whooping that your team is going to receive on Saturday is kind of being sparked by your lack of respect for people. Let's just say those two pictures I just sent you, Scott, have been on bulletin boards, locker room lockers, people sending them all over. Like I gave them to the coach. They're using this as motivation to go down there and beat the dog, you know what, out of Western.
This guy isn't obviously a fan. He's not a player, is he?
I mean, no, he's not.
All right.
But he does attend that university.
How did he send this to you?
He commented that on my picture.
Right, but was that picture on X?
Yes.
Wow, what a genius. What a moron.
So this rivalry has gone from being simmering, and we have taken it to a boiling point.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have any problem with him saying no fans in the stands. But the other shit he said?
So, again,
this place has no... Never mind. I better watch what he said.
He just put he put his team in a situation where he has 107 members of the Chippewa Nation ready to do anything to win, and they had told me that they're going to win for Andrew.
Wow.
So, buckle up, Western fans, and you can thank Richie Rich for writing a check that your Broncos can't cash. These guys hung with Pittsburgh for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah.
You Western Broncos got your ass beat by a mediocre Michigan State team.
That's nuts, man.
So let me tell you right now, I obviously am a Chippewa. It doesn't matter if they have a 3.5 point favorite, a 500-point favorite. The victory cannon's coming home, coming back to Mount Pleasant with us. We will go in there, handle our business, and we will become bowl eligible after Saturday.
Wow. I didn't expect that. That picture, man, that's crazy. Chippewas all day.
Moving on to the NFL, so we don't get too crazy here. Tonight's game, we have 2-5 versus 2-6. The best 2-5 team in the league. The Baltimore Ravens travel to Miami, where they should just fire everybody and move on. That team is a dumpster fire. Their coach is an idiot. Tua's broken. There's nothing good about that Dolphins team other than their unis and their stadium. Like, that's the only two things that are good about that franchise right now. In Baltimore, 7.5 point favorites. I mean, obviously. And it's Lamar Jackson's first game back from because he didn't play last week, but he's playing this week.
He's gonna go off for a couple scores, and
yeah,
Ravens all day.
Starting with the 1:00 games on Sunday, the first 1:00 game on the list is the Falcons at the Patriots. I'm telling you right now, and I called this at the beginning, and I'm so glad I had the balls to call it. The Patriots are no joke. The Patriots are possibly the best team in the AFC East. The way they're playing right now, Drake May is just insane. New England 5.5 point favorites. I think they covered that spread quite easily, and I think they cruise to an easy win against the Falcons.
Yeah, I got Patriots all day. I hate it, but I got it.
Next on the board, we have the Chargers traveling to Tennessee. Chargers are 9.5 point favorites. They're 5-3. Titans are 1-7. Well, I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? I mean, Jim Harbaugh doesn't like losing twice in a row, so.
Yeah, Chargers all day.
What's going on, Matthew? Thank you for swinging in this afternoon. We're kind of speed running a little bit right now, trying to get through the picks. Next up, we got the Bears sitting at 4-3. The Bengals trying to get to their second, or the Bengals trying to reel from last week's embarrassing loss to the Jets. That Jets game, the Bengals just had horrible clock management. But we do have Bengals Bears. Chicago's 2.5 point favorites on the road.
Go Bears.
Yeah, I think Ben Johnson has that team playing pretty good football. Not good enough to beat Detroit, but they have good enough. That's a decent football team. Caleb Williams, I think if Ben Johnson got a better quarterback, they would be if they had a Jared Goff style quarterback, I think that team would look a lot nicer. Next on the board, we have the hottest team, the team with the best record in the NFL. The Colts sitting at 7-1, travel to the Steel City, take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Indianapolis, 3.5-point favorites on this one.
I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts.
I mean, yeah, you're going with the shoe. You're going with that horseshoe all day.
Okay.
With my heart, I want to roll with the Steelers. I really do. But the way Daniel Jones is playing, the way Jonathan Taylor is playing, and that defense, and it's hard. Okay, so I got two guys on both teams that are from CMU. They have two guys, Dante Kent and Lou Nichols, both play for Pittsburgh. And Bernard Raymond and I can't remember what the other guy's name is from the Colts. Bernard Raymond's just an absolute stud on that offensive line. You know what? Let's keep it hot. I'm going to take the Colts. The Colts win. That team is super good this year. We got a couple. Wow, there's a lot of 1 o'clock games. We got the 49ers traveling to the Giants, and they're 2.5-point favorites on that one.
49ers.
Now, if this was a week ago, I think the Giants win. But with Cam Scatterbo out for the season, with that was a nasty injury.
That was a nasty injury. Absolutely.
He broke everything in that foot.
Without Scatbo, there's no way.
Yeah, Scatbo he's a stud, and I hope for a speedy and a full recovery for Cam. The dude's an absolute animal at Arizona State, and he's an absolute stud right now. But things happen, and again, wish him the fast and full recovery. Two more 1 o'clock games. We've got the Broncos traveling to Houston. The Broncos have just been catching all the good breaks the last 3 weeks. They've been, I don't want to say they've been getting lucky, but in a way they have been. They've just been getting all those, they've been catching all the breaks. And Houston's got a 1.5-point favorite in this game against Denver. At home against Denver. Who do you got?
It's going to come down to a field goal, a 52-yard field goal. Let's call it right now. The scenario, Broncos have it down by 2. 52-yard field goal, kicks up, hits one goal post, hits the crossbar, and flips in. Broncos by 2.
Oh. I thought you were going to say they missed and they finally lose, but
no.
I'm really high on Bo Nix. The kid is a really good quarterback. He's one of the Oregon quarterbacks that's actually going to do something. Yeah. And because we were waiting forever to see if Marcus Mariota would ever be what he was. We all know about Joey Harrington. Didn't pan out. All these great quarterbacks that came out of Oregon just never panned out. And now I think Bo Nix is that guy. I think Bo Nix is finally breaking free of the stigma of being a shitty quarterback in the NFL after coming from Oregon. I think the Broncos handle business, and I think they go in there and they win by at least a field goal, maybe 10 points. And then the last 1 o'clock game before we get to the 1 o'clock game, the Panthers 4-4, a very good young Panthers team, traveling to Green Bay to take on the 5-1-1 Packers. Green Bay is 13.5-point favorites. I mean, in Lambeau.
In Lambeau, cold. Love's doing great. I'm a Packer fan if they're not playing the Lions. So go Packers.
I mean, I will be rooting for Carolina. Yeah. I want Carolina to win.
Yeah, but they're struggling, man.
But Green Bay just won't give one up to them.
No.
And then that takes us to the last 1 o'clock game. We have the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the 5-2 Detroit Lions. And Detroit Lions are 9.5-point favorites in that.
I mean, my boy JJ McCarthy, he's going to be there, but he's struggling a bit, and I say he's my boy because he's from Michigan, but ain't nobody beating that Detroit Lions team the way they're playing. Not now. They are on all cylinders and they're all healthy, and I think aren't they getting somebody back this weekend too? I thought they were getting that.
Brian Branch comes back from his suspension.
Branch comes back from his suspension. I thought they also had somebody else coming back, but from injury. But anyways, and there's no stopping that Lions team.
Yeah, again, I'd be stupid not to throw this hat on and say that they're not gonna win. Detroit all day. If this would have been last year, it would have been a little bit different. Minnesota's just in shambles right now. They don't know where they're going with quarterback play. Carson Wentz is hurt now. So they lost, and potentially they don't know if they can start JJ McCarthy or not. I guess they were trying to get Kirk Cousins back from Atlanta.
Terrion Arnold's coming back this week.
Oh, Terrion Arnold?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, to me it's a no-brainer.
Right.
Then at the 4 o'clock hour, we have the first 4 o'clock game. It's 4:05. The Jags, 4-3, traveling to Vegas to take on the Raiders. And if my boy Sean's watching, he's a big Raiders fan. Dude, I can't pick your team this week.
Hold on, sorry. Keep on going now.
I can't in good faith take any stock in the Raiders. They're at home against Jacksonville, 2.5-point favorites for Jacksonville. So that's who I'm picking. I'm taking the Jags. And while Scott's away on the phone real quick, remember, tomorrow night, it's Halloween. We have the Dodgers taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 6. Toronto wins tomorrow night. They win their first World Series since Cody Cornett, what's up, buddy? It'll be Toronto's first World Series since the early 90s. And since Joe Carter and all those guys in Toronto. So if you love baseball, watch that tomorrow night. So next Tuesday, while I'm waiting for Scott to get back, next Tuesday, join us back here, same time. Join Reese and I for the top 10 greatest cage matches of all time. It should be a good one to really sink our teeth into there as well. And again, we're in the 4 o'clock hour for Sunday. And just to read these games off real quick, and then when Scott gets back, we can give you our picks for it. I picked the Jags to beat the Raiders. The Jags are playing better ball than they have in recent history. The Saints travel to LA to take on the Rams. Seahawks Commanders is the late game. And then the late 4 o'clock game is the Bills and hosting the Chiefs. So those are all the games that we're going to be picking as soon as Scott gets back. So just sit tight. Sorry for the delay. We just kind of again we're kind of speed running here. due to like time constraints. So if I seem a little bit quick with what I'm doing, and that kind of stuff, then that's why. So I guess. Oh, and if you like watching replays of podcasts, go back from last week after the show and check out our conversation with Buff Bagwell. It was a great conversation. We went 2 hours with him. It was a lot of fun talking to Buff. And go and check our library out and check some of our older episodes. We have a lot of content on our YouTube channel. We have a lot of interviews we've done, not just with not just with professional wrestlers, but with professional athletes as well. Former NHL hockey players, current MLB closing pitcher Grant Wolfram's been on the show. We've had former All-Pro offensive tackle Lomas Brown on the show. Once the season's over with, we will be talking to a future great college football coach and current CMU football coach Matt Drinkle will be coming on the show after the season to talk about the season and all the stuff that he's gone through in the world of football, not only as a player, as a coach, and a soon to be brand new father of a daughter here within the next 24 hours. Hopefully within the next like 5 to 8, because he's been at the hospital all day with his wife trying to get that going as well. So before you left, Scott, Jags at Raiders. Jags at 2.5-point favorites.
Jags all day.
Jags.
Sorry.
Jags all day. I was yelling. Yes, no, it's obviously I'm taking the Jags as well. The Saints, the New Orleans Aints trying to get, they're probably a little upset that or actually they're probably happy that the Jets finally won a game now that now they're kind of back in the lottery, or they're kind of back in the lottery for that first pick. The Saints travel to the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams have a 14.5-point favorites on that one. I'm going to go Rams. Matt Stafford at home. Matt Stafford is playing great football. Yeah, I'm going to go Rams. Scott, you're muted.
New Orleans Saints and the Rams at Rams. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to pick the Rams. Yeah, for sure.
Matthew Stafford. Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
And then the game of the week. This means more to me. This means almost as much as that Western Central game. We have the best, the team that's playing the best football in the whole, like next to the Lions. These two they're parallels, right? The Chiefs, since getting their whole team back, has been playing elite football. They travel to Buffalo to take on the 5-2 Bills at Highmark Stadium. The last time the Chiefs have to go into that dump of a stadium and play that team, because they're getting a new stadium next year. About time, Buffalo. Let's just figure this out, right? 4:25 on CBS. It's a nationally broadcasted game. Kansas City has a they have a 3-point favorite in this.
So you know what I'm going with. I think Patrick Mahomes is a good quarterback. I think that team was good. I think they play with 12 people instead of 11. I can't take away the win that they had on Monday night. They blew the brakes off of whoever they played. They're going into the Buffalo. That's going to be a tough game. I think their luck is going to run out this weekend. I think the Buffalo Bills win by 7.
I don't even have to say who I picked because I picked the winners. It's the Kansas City Chiefs all day. All day. Last 2 games, we got the Seahawks traveling to Washington to take on the Commanders. Seattle's 2.5-point favorites. I tell you what, Kenneth Walker III is an absolute stud. Jackson Smith and Jigba, absolute animal. Sam Darnold under center is just killing it. I'm going to go Seattle.
I circle Seattle, yeah.
And then the battle of who gives a fuck. Got Arizona traveling to Dallas. Why is this our Monday night game? Why is this our Monday night game and not Kansas City and Buffalo? That's the question, NFL. I don't understand that. It's stupid. And I'm going to throw up a little bit in my mouth when I say this, but Dallas wins.
Arizona has a chance if Kyler Murray is healthy. But I don't think he's going to be healthy enough. I'm going to throw up in my mouth and Justin Bundy, I'm going to go for your Dallas Cowboys.
And like I said before, while Scott, we're going to wrap this up here. Tomorrow night, Game 6, in Toronto, the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays trying to wrap up their first world title since the early 90s. Trying to get back to that. The Sky Dome back in that day with Joe Carter, John Orleroux, Paul Molitor, all those guys trying to bring one home for the Blue Jays. And then watch some hockey or whatever when you're not watching football. But again, Scott, thank you for being here with us or doing this. And look for us. I'm not sure. I'll talk to you about this. I'll talk to you more. Call me after. But yeah, guys, look for more of my face, Scott and I's face in the near future. And of course, Scott's got 2 shows he does Monday and Tuesday, right?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And Thursday and Friday. He's every day. He's all day, every day, Scott.
Well, all day.
All day, every day. He is the pod god himself.
Right.
He does it all. And you'll see me back here possibly tomorrow, possibly Tuesday with Reese. And we're going to be talking, like I said, the top 10 cage matches of all time. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Fire me, fucking Mark.